Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Zainab Vora and I have with me Dr. Adithyan who secured rank 109 in INI-CET. That is an amazing achievement. Congratulations. How are you doing?
Thank you, ma'am. It's a great feeling, ma'am.
Amazing.
I always wanted to do my PG from a central institute, and this
Yeah.
is actually a dream come true.
Amazing. So tell us a bit about yourself. How was MBBS for you and
Uh,
how you as a student back then and then how did you do your PG preparation phase?
yes, ma'am. My name is Dr. Adithyan, ma'am. I am from Chennai. I did my UG from government KAPV Government Medical College from Trichy, ma'am. It's a peripheral government medical college based
Hmm.
on Tamil Nadu.
Right.
I was always a sincere student from my UG days, ma'am. I always used to study regularly and I always read standard textbooks. Man. I was regular with my preparation and
Nice.
I had actually taken some classes during my UG for PG preparation. Man.
Hmm.
But during internship, it was like, since it was a peripheral medical college, it was like very hectic. I wasn't able to prepare anything during my internship. Man. So
Hmm.
my actual preparation started after internship. Man. I dropped 1 year and started preparing. Man. I got a rank of 34,000 in the NEET PG. Man. On
Hmm.
November INI-CET, I got the rank of 1800 ma'am. And in May
Nice.
INI-CET, I have gotten rank of 100.
Very nice. It's a remarkable jump actually,
Yes,
in
yes,
both
ma'am.
of the exams. So
Yes, ma'am.
take us through, that 1 year of what were you doing between NEET to November and then
Uh,
the last
yes,
six
ma'am.
months.
So just after my internship got over, I actually didn't have an idea on what to do, now, what sources to follow.
Yeah.
I had used another app for my preparation,
Right.
so I actually didn't know the idea of tackling revision sources. Now.
Hmm.
I was studying from my older main notes, ma'am,
Right.
and it wasn't actually very effective. I wasn't able to retain everything. So
Hmm.
I gave my NEET PG with like I had done almost like 15 to 16 subjects. I gave my NEET PG. On the day of exam, I wasn't able to recollect facts which I already was sure of. Man.
Right.
So I realized after NEET PG, I need to change up my strategy. So
Hmm.
I heard that was when I heard about BTR as a revision source. So I used to see your videos in YouTube. Man. There you were like you advised the bulk up approach. Man. You start with a smaller source, you make it as concise as you can, and you keep on adding points to it. So that's
Yeah.
what I started. I started with another revision source, and
Hmm.
I also took up PTR and used it as a supplement. Ma'am. I
Right.
added all the extra content from all the sources into one
Hmm.
book, and I used it till the very end.
Hmm. Amazing.
And one extra thing I did was I actually used ANKI. Ma'am. ANKI is like it's a flashcard based app,
Yeah.
which also helped me in spaced repetition. Ma'am.
Amazing. So if we can talk a bit more about flashcards, would you load decks from BTR or in general, whatever was available, would you use or would you customize for your own
Uh,
self?
I didn't have a complete idea about
Hmm.
Anki. So
Hmm.
I started with like a pre-made deck, ma'am. It had like a collection of all the previous year questions. It's
Correct.
called the Anki deck, ma'am. So while I was going through it, I learned that making our own cards is like better since we are involved in the process of making the cards, which helps us to retain it better, ma'am.
Right.
Then I got then I got hold of BTR now. While I was looking through the PDF, it was as if BTR is more like an image bank now. It is
Yeah.
made as if it is tailored for making anti-cards now. So I tailored BTR in a way that I can convert all the things I wanted to into flashcards now.
Yeah.
Especially like subjects like Oftel and Ortho, it's like
Hmm.
95% images in the BTR.
Absolutely.
It directly translated in the ANKI course, which was like very, very helpful. No?
Right.
Like
Amazing.
in the end, I actually made decks for all my subjects. No?
Amazing. So that's a very interesting approach, to approach revision, active revision, rather than just going through the notes passively. So that's very, very good. And if we talk about MCQs now, so one part is mastering the content, and the way you used active recall was through flashcards. So now if we talk about questions, and the practice of
Yes,
MCQs, mastering the art of elimination, what was your strategy in terms of approaching questions? Because I guess in your November attempt, you would have learned a lot,
yes,
in terms of how MCQs are very important. So what about that part of the
yes,
preparation?
yes, like while after completing internship, all my other friends have joined some offline coaching class. Now. I was the
Hmm.
only one preparing at home. Now. I realized after NEET PG, my MCQ game and elimination game was not very strong. So I needed a system of like T and D's, ma'am, to help me. I realized BTR was the system, ma'am. You had curated MCQs for each and every subject in the old BTR, ma'am. And
Yeah.
I actually enrolled for BTR for the T and D's, ma'am.
Hmm.
So I used to do all the TLDs and I used to watch all the explanations now. In the older explanations, it will be like very helpful now because it's like older MC discussions used to be live sessions now.
Yeah.
So there for like 100%, the discussion would be like 300 to 3.5 hours, ma'am. I used to watch the whole thing just because like if people will actively ask doubts, he will go on a tangent and explain how to solve the MCQs. That way of thinking and that really helped me in my preparation. That was like the game changer for me.
Amazing. I mean, that makes sense also because it's all quite new, knowing content is one thing that we
Yes,
study
ma'am.
about MBBS, and then there's a whole different ball game to be able to approach. And INI particularly
Yes,
will
ma'am.
check, who knows how to tackle questions. So can you tell me, while you were giving this
Yes, ma'am.
INI-CET, how confident were you going into the exam, and then what was your mindset to really ace this particular exam? What were you telling yourself?
Like, I was actually anxious 2 to 3 days before the exam, ma'am. There was like a mega BTR session, man. I had watched a recorded session, man. One thing which like people are raising unnecessary doubts and all, like we are getting a bit perplexed, ma'am. Like one thing, like you said out of anger, like you were like even they were consistently asking about the strike rates of the mega BTR session. You are like, I am predicting I will get 120 to 130 questions from this. But even if nothing comes from this, I am confident in myself. I will get 140 or 150 above, ma'am. This was a statement you said about yourself, which I actually resonated with, ma'am. I loved how confident you were, like at that particular point in time. Even if you go and sit in the exam, you will be so confident to get like a top on the rank, ma'am. That actually resonated with me, and that actually calmed my nerves, ma'am. So I was like, whatever happens, I should eliminate my way to a great rank. And going in, I always wanted to do MD general mention, ma'am. I have to do enough to get a MD general mention seat for my rank, ma'am.
Yeah. Very nice, So I love the focus that you have, and you have a quiet confidence about yourself, that whatever
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have decided, I'll at least back myself up. Others may be doing different things, but
Yes, ma'am.
whatever I'm doing, I trust myself, and I'm just going to do it completely. And that's what I can guess from this conversation, that you are very self-confident, and obviously all of us
Yes, ma'am.
have doubts. You have taken a decision, we have doubts, but then you are backing yourself up, and that is something which is very, very important. So it's very heartening to see. Any closing words that you want to tell your juniors? It's a very stressful time, and everybody is confused because there's a lot out there as far as content is concerned. It's very competitive also. So what did you tell yourself to just be directed with blinders on, that let me do my job well,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then everything else can sort itself?
What one mistake I did was I had like a lot of FOMO, ma'am, fear of missing out. Like I
Yeah.
used to switch sources constantly for subject like medicine, ma'am. So what I would tell my juniors is you because the content everywhere is the same, ma'am. Like
Right.
people present it in different ways, ma'am. You just stick to one content, like master it, add all the extra stuff to that one source and master it, ma'am. That will yield a lot of better results than sticking to like 2 to 3 sources.
True. True. So you stick to your journey, and all of the other noise can stay, and just don't pay heed to it, because nowadays with Instagram, with Reddit, with YouTube, there are just so much information overload, that I think that's also adding to the stress of students of an already very competitive exam.
Yes, ma'am.
So what shines out from this conversation with you is just staying true to your own self, and doing what is your weakness and mastering that, right? And just staying true to the
Yes, ma'am.
journey. And your journey has been very inspirational in terms of the jumps that you have taken through the two exams, and how much you've improved. So
Yes, ma'am.
congratulations, and I hope you
Thank
get
you, ma'am.
medicine in the college. choice. And I'm so happy
Yes,
that
sir.
your dream of getting into a central
Yes, sir.
institute is achieved. So many
Yes, sir.
congratulations. Yeah, you can smile
Thank
more
you.
now. And you can smile. You can give a bigger
Yes,
smile.
sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, amazing, amazing. So I hope you
Yes.
keep smiling and wishing you all the
Thank
best.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sure. Yes, sir. Thank you.